Am I Reister or am I wrong? It's your boy George Reister back. Got 3 things up for you today. First thing is the Miami Dolphins are trying to be the worst team in NFL history. It's not even close. And in college football, the AP poll, it's got great writers, does great things, but in the college football, it is insanity. Some of the stuff that goes on in the poll, it's nonsensical, and I got the proof for it. And also, Colin Kaepernick is still working out for teams, and I'm gonna tell you, even the Colin Kaepernick sucks crowd is still looking at this situation and has to be saying, okay, at this point in time, it's being blackballed. Okay, look, maybe we don't want him to play, but yes, okay, it's a blackball. You have to admit it at this point. It's absolutely ridiculous. But let's get into the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are angling to be the worst team in NFL history. The first 2 weeks of the season, they got absolutely just boat raced by the Ravens. You had Lamar Jackson have what could be a career day. And you also had their rookie, Hollywood Brown, have a career day. Everybody in fantasy leagues trying to pick this dude up. And then they look, hold up. He had 4 catches, 2 touchdowns, like 160 yards. Dude only played 14 snaps. Like, it's so bad in Miami that players, they know they have to put good film out the way they can stay employed in future seasons. And they can't even do it. I don't even know the coaches have melded in, but this is bad. Then they just lost, 43-0 to the Patriots? Patriots is good, but damn, this is not college football. This is pros. This is absolutely insane. But you know what? They have been competing with the worst teams of all time. You got the 1980 Saints. They lost 21 consecutive losing seasons, and it just got even worse in 1980. You got the 76 Buccaneers, who averaged 9 points per game, and they went 0-14. And then you got the all-time defeated team, not undefeated. Undefeated is the opposite of undefeated, where you go completely defeated, you don't get any wins. That's the 2008 Lions. And guess what you're going to have with the 2019 Miami Dolphins? People were laughing at the Raiders a few years ago. This team, that team was a Super Bowl contender compared to this team. They're having a fire sale on all their good players. They got rid of Laramie Tunsil, their best tackle, their wide receiver, Kenny Stills, and now they just sold Mika Fitzpatrick in a trade to the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is so bad. It is untenable. Miami fans deserve better, but you ended up with the worst team of all time. The AP poll, the Associated Press poll in college football. It has great writers, but the hypocrisy is frustrating because they go off of perceived greatness and not actual greatness. Because when I rank my top 10 on unafraidshow.com, whether it's the top 10 or the power rankings for the Pac-12, I base it on 3 criteria. Your schedule that you've played, your quality wins, and your dominance. But the polls reflect this logic that just because you beat a team does not mean you're better than that team. After the polls came out for week 4, here is what you had this year. You had Cal ranked 1 spot behind at 24, I believe, and Washington at 23 in the polls. Excuse me? Didn't Cal go up to Seattle and put a defensive whooping on Washington? Yes, they did. I saw it with my own 2 eyes after a 2-hour delay. I was up till 1:30 in the morning watching that, even though I had to be at the radio station at 5 a.m. the next morning. I watched it. And it wasn't a fluke. They beat them last year 12-10. Like, so how on earth are they still ranked behind them? Washington's 2-1. It's not like Washington beat a great team already this year. They played a grand total of nobody really before that. And you got Cal, who's 3-0 with a game win over Washington. What kind of sense does that make? It makes 0. That's why my top 10 this week was, I got UCF, Oregon, and Utah coming in at 11, 12, and 13. I got Michigan at number 10. Yeah, I know they struggled with Army, but so did Oklahoma last year. I'm not a Jim Harbaugh defender. I'm ready to throw him away and bash him too because his mediocre offense since he's been at Michigan. But for right now, they're in the top 10. Notre Dame at 9, Texas at 8, Georgia at 7. Georgia's supremely talented, but guess what? They haven't played anybody either. Auburn. Auburn's got a great win. I don't think that this is a top 6 team, but based upon the evidence that we have right now, they are ranked higher. Then you got Ohio State, whose their dominance has been ridiculous. Oklahoma, Alabama. Yes, Alabama's in the 3 spot. They haven't played anybody. And then you got LSU, who beat Texas. And then you got Clemson, who's played 3 games and has played all Power 5 games. They may be the only team in the country that's done that. Congratulations, Clemson. Colin Kaepernick. His agent is reaching out to teams. His agent is reaching out to teams, like the Carolina Panthers, because Cam Newton is clearly hurting right now. Drew Brees is out for 6-8 weeks. Ben Roethlisberger's out for the season. Sam Darnold's got mono. His backup, Trevor Siemian, just broke his ankle or broke his leg or something last night, but he's going to be out for the season. And it is absolutely... it's unthinkable at this point that even the I hate Kaepernick, I hate kneeling crowd can possibly say that he's not being blackballed. You can't. I mean, even if you believe that Kaepernick sucks, even though he's got better passer ratings than a bunch of guys in the NFL with starting jobs right now, and he's been to a Super Bowl and has done things that no other quarterback has done statistically. Okay. Yeah, he sucks. But guess what? He's better than some of them other dudes. You got Paxton Lynch, Matt Schaub, Landry Jones, Nathan Peterman twice, Matt Barkley, Geno Smith, Mike Glennon, Brandon Weeden. I mean, come on, man. Like, this is absolutely insane. And you must admit the dude is being blackballed. Even if he doesn't get a job, I need you to admit that he's being blackballed. I know you don't want to do it. But at this point, the evidence just says something else. Am I right or am I wrong?